Hey, what's going on? CTM Sports. I just watched the Colorado game and I wanted to share some analysis. Give me a few minutes. Let me do some back end work real quick. There's no easy way out. There's no shortcut home. There's no easy way out. Giving in can be wrong. I don't wanna pacify you. I don't wanna drag you down, but I'm feeling like a prisoner, like a stranger in a no-name. Yo, what's going on? It's kind of how the game felt. No easy way out. So, watch the game, and I got to be honest, guys. Oregon just had more talent across the board than Colorado had. Took some notes while I was watching the game, did some things. One thing, if you look at the O line and D line, their O line and D line dominated the game. Oregon's O line, D line, wasn't nothing Colorado could do. With all the transfer portal players and all of the non-scholarship players they have, even when you look at the D lines, you can see how undersized they are compared to Oregon. People who've been in the program for 3 or 4 years, some of them probably going pro. And you see the weight difference and the just sheer size difference that Oregon have. A lot of Oregon D line pass rushers, they have uh, a first and second line of D that they can sub in and sub out. That makes the difference. When you have a D line, that D end gets tired, you can bring in another D end just for pass rushing on third downs. And anybody knows once they get up 21 on you, they're probably gonna blitz you most of the game. I mean, it's over. They're gonna pin their ears back and say, "Go get the quarterback." When Colorado gets some more skilled players, I promise you, they're gonna dominate these games. Right now, they don't have enough skill across the board to really impact the game. To play a game like this to go tit for tat, they just didn't have enough firepower. So when you look at their even when they ran a fake punt, like in the first half, they did like a fake punt. I think just they were so down, so dejected. It seemed like when a team up score that fast, Oregon score fast. I mean, you got to be ready. They go just like that. And I'm gonna make a bold take. A lot of people they are trying to say Bo Dixon could be the best quarterback. I don't think Bo Dixon is the best quarterback. I think he's benefiting from a good team because I think he transferred there. He wasn't that great, but you play team has a good D line, good O line. I mean, he had time to just sit there and watch the play develop versus saying hut and then 3 seconds you got the DN coming down the pipe. Shador, I'm not making an excuse. I'm just telling you the difference. Soon as Shador said hut, he had probably 3 seconds, 2.5, 3 seconds to get the ball out, or he was going to get sacked. Bo Dixon could pretty much watch the play develop and figure out if he wanted to run or pass. Receiving core, they have more skilled players on offense than Colorado do, without question. I mean, they had tight ends that was true freshmen running jet sweeps. This was a tight end. So just give Colorado a little more time. It's just one game. Sometimes you just got to go through those games. There's no easy way out. And he said, I didn't watch the game, but we already knew how tough Oregon is. Yeah, they was going to be tough, man. I'm pretty sure that's going to be tough. You watch, I mean, Oregon, a lot of those players been there for 2 or 3 years. They've been with the program, long enough. So you got to kind of expect it. I think, like their receiver, what's his name? Was it Dominic? Their receiver name? No, Franklin. Troy Franklin. Man, he was torching those DBs from Colorado. And you got to have short term memory, man, because I mean, I think that dude was like 6'4", 220, something like that. It looked like he got some pretty good speed on him too. Probably run like a 4.5, something like that, 4.4, 4.5, somewhere in there. But when you have time to throw the ball, most corners are gonna get beat, especially by a tall receiver. They're gonna get behind because you don't get those coverage sacks like Shador was getting. A lot of those sacks were coverage sacks. The receivers just weren't getting open. And shout out to Oregon, man. They had uh, awesome cornerback play. I mean, dude, those cornerbacks were playing for Oregon, bro. They were shutting it down. They weren't giving nothing. Yeah, that portal definitely making NFL coaches make decisions. Man, that portal changing the game. I think that receiver played for another school and he wasn't that great, but he was good for them because their offense. I mean, sometimes it's just where you go. It's not where you from, it's where you at. And you can go to the right school and you can be good. You can go to the wrong school and you be sitting on the bench. So they had another quarterback. This guy was 6'4", 220, someone 230, quarterback for Oregon. He thought he was gonna start. Bo Dixon came in, took his spot. But running game, Oregon got 3 running backs they can run with. They can run at you. Um, they probably got like what 2 or 3 at D linemen. They like 2 or 3 deep at D linemen. Like I said, those cornerbacks, man. I don't remember that dude's name. Uh, K Jackson. Dude was balling. I think number 5. Man, he was mauling those receivers out there. He was mauling. Where you going? Where you going? And even when they caught the ball, they was knocking the ball out their hands. So when you don't have big receivers, college is all about how much talent you have. The more talent you can have, the more you're gonna dominate. If you close your eyes and throw a dart at the teams that's in the top 10 in college, I bet you they have a boatload of talent on their team. We talking about 2 or 3 players deep, just about every position, at least 2 players deep, that even the second string players can start on another college team. That's how good like the top 5 teams are in college. So, but let me know in the comments what you think about the Colorado Oregon game. I kind of figured it's gonna be a tough game because Oregon just got way too much firepower. It's really kind of nothing you can really do, man. I mean, it's Oregon, you know what I'm saying? Then you playing them at Oregon. You know, they got the Nike, they got the Nike wave behind them. Always got some cold jerseys. They even got green gloves, man. Boy, they got the Oregon on the front, on the back. I think they had it somewhere else. Man, they branding, everything. The crowd screaming. I don't think people can imagine that you in this stadium and the crowd is screaming every time you got the ball. You can't even audible. They just screaming the whole time. So um, they did get an interception. Colorado, number 8, JaVale Robinson. I think that's his name. JaVale Robinson. Good interception on it. But I think their defense is on the field too much. When your offense can't score and your defense is on the field too much, they start getting tired. And when they start getting tired, they're gonna start running. The receivers gonna start running them up. And when they start running them up, DBs get beat. That's just kind of how it go, guys. Sometimes your offense is your greatest defense. And the thing about Oregon is they just are like a machine. It's like a pipeline. I mean, they've been doing it for years. Um, and the coach, it's easy to talk trash when you're 24-0. It's easy. It's easy to do that. That's why he waited till halftime, and they show saying that they here to win clicks, but we're here to win the game. But he knew. I think they ain't gonna say it, but I think Coach Prime knew this. They got a lot of firepower. We may not be able to hang with them, you know what I'm saying? Not yet, anyway. But I'm still rolling with Coach Prime. I just think they didn't have enough firepower to win this game. So let me know in the comments what you think about, think about the game and what you think about, who how they played the game. I think they played the best they could. I just think that sometimes you just don't have enough talent to match talent for talent. And that's kind of what happened. They didn't have enough to match talent for talent and, enough to really just go in there and dominate. Because Oregon, they're going to try to dominate you every chance they get. That's just kind of how it goes. ain't nothing you can really do about it because you don't have enough talent to just kind of hang in there with them. So, but yeah, so pretty much, let's see if I can find some highlights real quick. Show you some key stuff in the game if they'll let me do it without dinging me for it, but we'll see. But Oregon, man, just got a high power team. Man. Just kind of how it goes. That's how the game goes. You got the high power, you're probably gonna win the game. USC game gonna be tough too. That's gonna be a tough game. That's not gonna be an easy game. USC got a lot of talent at skill position. Like I say, the more talent you can have at skill position, the better chance you're gonna win the game in college. When you got so much skill and so much speed, that's why you see college run like a jet sweep and the receiver take it to the house. He's just bigger and stronger than everybody they playing against sometimes. Um, but I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, 3-1, that's not bad. I'll take that win. They didn't get shut out. They scored a touchdown at the end. I'll take that too. But I just think Oregon, man, he made a point, and you got to give hats off to him, man. Looking at it from an objective standpoint, I mean, he dominated the game. That's what you're supposed to do when you got the talent, and you got more talent. You don't play around. You put your foot on the neck, on the gas, and you keep driving them mug until the wheels fall off. And that's kind of what they did. And I think he took Bo Dixon now finally because he didn't want to get him injured, but he want him to win the Heisman. And in college, sometimes you got to pad the stats in order to give your player a chance to win the Heisman. But they definitely got a lot of skill in every skill position. Oregon has skilled players. Or cornerback, you got to have good DBs in college. I don't care what team you is, you got to have good DBs. Offense, you got to have good receivers. They usually try to have like that tweener between receiver and tight end. That kind of you got to have that kind of skill position. A hard hitting good safety, you got to have that. If you can have a speed running back with a little bit of size, probably like what 5'11", 210, something like that with speed. They're prototypical. The more kind of skilled speedster players you have, the better chance you have to win the game. Sometimes people don't realize that it's all about skill and talent and that mindset to dominate. Because not everybody has the mindset to dominate. There are a lot of teams that got talent. But you think about, like, say, Colorado State, they had a lot of talent, but their mindset to dominate is different. But definitely a pretty good game. But I think, like I say, talent, man, something else, man. You got to be. He was getting sacked. Shadur was getting sacked a lot. And that offensive lineman, I think it was the left tackle. Oh man, it's hard, man. You got those DNs coming at you. They subbing in and out, coming at you with 2 or 3 different players, and you starting to get tired. It's gonna wear you out, man. If you don't got that size and that footwork, you gotta have that footwork as a tackle. Let me see first quarter highlight. Let's see what we got. Let's get some highlights real quick. Get it on real quick. Watch the first quarter highlights real quick. Let's see. So as we see, yeah, they're getting hyped up right now, but boy, trying to get hyped up for the game. See, Oregon, man, they always got cool color jerseys. Oregon, they either having the green. I remember they had on like all gold one time, all silver. Man, they always got some cool jerseys. And their fans, they came out to play too. But man, Oh wow. Oh yeah, Bo Dixon, man. Look at that. See, when you got good deep offensive linemen, you see when no nobody really in their vicinity when he throw the ball. Look at that offensive line. Look at those holes that running back running through. Man, I'm telling you, when you got a good offensive line, man, you can dominate the game, man. The game becomes so much easier. And that's what make quarterbacks look good. People think it's just the quarterback, but no, it's the offensive line. And look at the offensive line, man. It's like, and they got so many skill positions. See, they took a little 2 yard pass and got like a first down off of it, but it still counted as pass yards though. But he was throwing it deep too, though. So I got to give him his credit on that. He was throwing it deep too. But you see the offensive line. Look at that. How much time he got? Bang! Like he ran like an out route, kind of like an out route post flag. But yeah, look at that. He's taking that. Man, that's crazy. Look how much bigger he is than the defender right there. Imagine trying to bring dude down coming at you full speed. Man, I'm a 43. I think that's Woods. He was balling, man. Him and Shador Sanders, man. I know you don't want nobody to get to that second level a lot, but they would make some good tackles though. But as you can see, boy, oh wow, fumble. Whoa, good play. Oh, he got the ball back. Yeah, man. Gotta go get that fumble, baby. Good tackle. They was playing good at first. I think when they just wore down on them, start wearing down on them. At first, at some point in a college game, the talent will take over. And there's something about college when you get that momentum and that talent take over. Um, man, it's like everything just go downhill after that. I mean, they were throwing fade routes. This shit is crazy. But sometimes you just kind of filling each other out, but then you let the talent take over. I think that's what Oregon did. It's like we're gonna get them the talent gonna take over. But pretty much, and I think that's like the second or third running back they got like a three-headed running back system. They wear your defense down too. Because you got fresh legs against like, a D line that's kind of been in the game for a while. So but yeah, we're gonna trying to think when they just should do it. I mean, that D line was coming, man. And they was, man, them corners was greedy out there, man. They weren't giving up nothing. But pretty much, guys, good game. Um, it's one game. It's cool. I want to see how they play against USC. USC is gonna be a tough game too because USC got a lot of talent. They got Caleb, a quarterback over there. Caleb Williams, I think, a quarterback. So USC, that's gonna be a tough game too. Um, I think after that it kind of cooled back down, but um, I think they knew they was gonna be outgunned. Too much talent at Oregon. There's no way that you would even think anything different than that. But I think once they get a couple of recruiting classes and up their talent, you'll see more games that'll be more closer. It'll be kind of like when they played against Colorado State or something like that, where the game will be a little bit back and forth. But when you don't have the talent and the gunpowder to go back and forth with Oregon, I mean, you got to have a lot of talent to go back and forth with Oregon. When you see Oregon play USC or I think it was Washington, I think Washington got like a Heisman candidate. That's when you're gonna start seeing like tit for tat kind of game. But Colorado not ready for that yet. They're not ready for that kind of game yet. But USC play Oregon, they probably will, or Washington. But yeah, Colorado not ready yet. But they're getting there though. But I'm not gonna hate because Shedeur Sanders, he had a rough day, man. Getting sacked like 4 or 5 sacks, something like that, somewhere in there. And that D line was just coming, man. That O line, I feel bad for the O line. They'll probably have a rough time watching tape. Because there ain't really nothing you can say when you get beat by the DN. It's not a lot you can say. I think I seen the center. A D tackle pushed the center right into Shador, pretty much bull rushed him. I seen the tackle get bull rushed, and then did a swim move on him. So just a lot of talent, and I hope they learn from this. Like that's what happens when you play a team that has more talent than you. Um, they're gonna dominate you. Probably not even 100% effort because they got so much talent that can kind of cover that up. In order for Colorado to win a game like that, everybody has to have a killer instinct mindset, and you got to execute at the highest level. There's no room for mistakes. That's why I said at the beginning, no easy way out, no shortcuts home. You got to make every play. And that is a tall task to ask for that Colorado team. But they played the best they could. Some of those corners, maybe what 6'2", that Colorado had, but they had receivers that's like 6'4". You had one a redshirt freshman that was like 6'6". And he didn't even catch the ball in the end zone. He dropped a touchdown pass. So Oregon, man, they got a lot of talent coming up. Even sitting on the sideline that ain't even playing. They could go start for another team, you know what I'm saying? So, and like I say, I don't think, like once again, I just don't think Bo Dixon is that good. I think the team is so good, it makes him look even better. So, and he transferred from, I forgot where he transferred. I think was it Ole Miss? He transferred from somewhere in the SEC. He really wasn't that good. And he go to Oregon. Now they talking about he could be the Heisman candidate or whatever. But shout out to him for going to the right team. Sometimes you got to go to the right team. In my opinion, that's what Bo Dixon did. He went to the right team, and I think that because he went to the right team, somebody said I think they're making a bowl game. I think Colorado will make a bowl game. I think they will. I think they'll make a bowl game for sure. But expecting them to go like 11-2, I don't know if that's realistic for this kind of season. We'll see what kind of talent they get, but I can see them losing maybe 3 games this year. Um, but I'm still rolling with Colorado, period, though. So I just think, like I say, they just didn't have enough talent against Oregon right now. So, but yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Did Colorado, did they play their best, but were they just out talented? I think that's what they was, out talent. And then playing that overtime game and stuff like that and losing Travis Hunter. But that talent level, man, that Oregon got is, I mean, it's like bringing a pistol to an AR-15 fight. That's kind of what it was. John Wick don't win every battle. Colorado's like John Wick, and Oregon was like the high table. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how long can you fight off the high table before they keep coming at you like ants, a swarm of ants? And there's only so long you can hold them off, and then they're gonna come take you down. So, but good game by both teams. I don't. Oregon just got way more talent. Wouldn't be surprised if they be kind of in a college playoff this year. Would not be surprised at all. I would like to see them play USC though. Oregon and USC play. Oregon and Washington and their Heisman quarterback they got up there. I would like to see them play, but Colorado definitely getting there. They just got to get some more talent, man. That's all. When they get their O line and D line to come in, and they recruit those guys and bring them in, I hope some kid watching this, just like blue chip recruits O line D line, realize you could go to Colorado, play with Coach Prime, and dominate, and be on primetime TV, dominate, and get that shine from playing with Colorado, as long as Coach Prime there. And I hope they get a better recruiting class these next 2 years. I think they will. I think a lot of kids gonna start going to Colorado. A lot of coaches feel lose a lot of recruits this next summer coming up. I guarantee you that he's gonna be getting a lot of talent in there. And I don't know what Florida State waiting on. Florida State don't realize the price is going up. It's going up and it's going up. They're gonna have to pay Dion almost 150, 200 million for him to come to Florida State when it's all said and done. Watch what I tell you. They're gonna go get him. And it's talking about Jerry Jones was saying he a good coach, but I don't think he want to coach for Jerry Jones. I don't know, man. I think Jerry Jones is a little too overbearing to coach for. It's just my opinion because you don't really have the autonomy. I mean, people learn from Jimmy Johnson. If you didn't let Jimmy Johnson do his thing, how in the world you gonna let anybody else do their thing? You know what I'm saying? Because people say Mike McCartney's a yes man. Well, I mean, this is Jerry Jones we talking about. He paying you millions. Would you be a yes man if somebody paying you millions to coach? You tell me. But I think Dion eventually, probably like another 5 years, they probably gonna try to get him in Florida State. I don't know. This is my opinion. I think they can probably try to get him in Florida State. But for right now, he's at Colorado. They doing good. They 3-1, 42-6, and they scored at the end. But man, crazy game. But it lets you know, man, like when you got all your talent clicking on all cylinders, that's what Oregon has. All that talent coming together, clicking on all cylinders, and running the game. I mean, running the score up. Let's run it up, baby. Put the other key in the Maserati. Let's put that thing to 120 and let's go. That's what they did. So shout out to Oregon and shout out to Colorado. But yeah, guys, I'm finna get ready to close out. I just wanted to come by and talk about the game. Let me know in the comments what you think about the game before I close out. Did you like the game? Did you think that the blowout kind of took it away from the game? But you really can't expect a whole lot though. You don't have enough talent to keep up. You know what I'm saying? It's like taking a pistol to an AR-15 fight. You know, good luck on that. So, but yeah, man, I like to shout out to Pill I Am, man, for his comments, man. Appreciate that, bro, for watching the live stream. Everybody else watching the live stream, hey, make sure you go to our watch our other podcast, The Thinking Game, where we have like conversations about real life for regular people. We don't really trying to make content for our youth to give our youth insight about the adult life. It's called The Thinking Game. We on YouTube, CTM TV, Little Rock. I can show you that right now. Let me see. Share this tab real quick. This is our channel, CTM TV, Cortec Media, and we talk about life topics, corporate topics, tech topics, and pretty much we trying to make content for the youth, and for the middle-aged adults, all adults, just talking about different things, whether it's understanding when you transition from being a teen to an adult, understanding how to be successful as an adult. Oh, we got some more comments. Let me get off of this for a second. Somebody asked me, Guntricity? Is that Guntricity? Did you expect them to lose? So I'm glad you asked that question. Realistically, I did not expect them to uh, win this game. If they did, it would be Oregon would have to be way off of their game. If you watch Oregon games before they even got to Oregon, you saw Oregon, they go fast, they go quick, in a hurry. You got to have a lot of talent to play against Oregon. If you don't, you're not going to win that game. Their talent will overtake you. It's too much. And you playing in Eugene, in Oregon. You playing them at Oregon Stadium, which is already. Did you watch the game? They were screaming every time they had the ball. Oh, 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 Oregon, Oregon. What you supposed to do with that? You know what I'm saying? But I didn't think we even talked about it on the last podcast. My boy Jay, he wasn't able to make this one, but he'll make the next one probably. But it was gonna be a tough game, you know what I'm saying? Right off the bat, because like I said, Oregon just got too much. They just got too much, you know what I'm saying? Talent at every skill position, whether it's cornerback, whether it's receiver. Um, he said, Guntricity said, I expected them to lose, but not the way they did today. Listen, I'm telling you, when you have that much talent, like Oregon got, did you their cornerbacks didn't even need safety help. They was playing man coverage the whole game, it seemed like. Maybe a little bit of zone, but their corners were shutting down everything on the edge. I don't even know if they gave up any passes on the edge. I think all their passes was kind of in the seam route or in the middle, like running post routes and stuff. But as far as getting beat on the edge, they like number 5. What was their cornerback name? K Jackson. Listen, K Jackson was back there mauling. Where you going? Where you going? Mauling the receiver, man. But I will say, Dion has already said in press conferences to start the season that they will need 8 to 10 skilled players to compete. Yep, in the top 10. They're gonna need more than 8 to 10. Because I'm telling you, Oregon they probably was like 2 deep in every skill position. Maybe 3 and some more, but at least 2 deep. So their D line, they were subbing out their D line. Even when they was up, they were saying they got a D line just for pass rushing, a D line package just for pass rushing. And I don't know what it is, guys. That's what we need to recruit. They had the guy was like a D tackle. I think he looked Samoan. It's something about those Samoan-born Samoan players, man. Man, they be balling like Ray Maluga when he played for USC, balling. Uh, Junior Seau, Samoan, balling. Even Tua now, he balling now. But man, most of those defensive linemen that's from Samoa and Hawaii and stuff, man, them dudes be balling, man. So it's something about like they got some kind of chip. But yeah, man. Let me know in the comments you think they can beat USC. That's gonna be a tough one too, but yeah, but I can't post that comment, man. I can't post a cussing, man. What I do it is laughing though. Is laughing at the comment though. Guntricity, man. I'm trying to be clean, bro. But it was funny comment. But yeah, man, that D line was crazy, bro. That D line was crazy. So, but yeah, make sure y'all go check out my channel, man. Go subscribe if you can, man. Subscribe to the channel and let me know what you think about it. So we do sports. We go to videos. We do sports and we do thinking game podcast where we, like I said, we talk about like the real life stuff, like going to work every day, like dealing with corporate stuff. How do you think through these things? We just had one topic where we said, you can't make a human do anything. You can only hope that they do the right thing, but sometimes you got to watch them go through what they go through, even though you told them or gave them the advice on what to do. What do you do at that point? But yeah, go check out the channel. I think on Instagram, we got a page as well. Make sure to go there and subscribe. We're CTM TV Little Rock. Make sure to go check that out. And I think on TikTok, we're on there as well. CTM TV Little Rock on TikTok. Go check us out. Help us get our followers up, man. Appreciate everybody watching. Appreciate the people who subscribed already. We had 97 followers on TikTok. Where we at on YouTube? And on Instagram, we have help us get our followers up. Go to Instagram and YouTube, CTM TV Little Rock. We have 96 subscribers. Let's go to YouTube. We had 143 subscribers, man. Shout out to everybody who subscribed, man. We appreciate that very much. Help us reach 1K. That's our goal. Help us reach 1K. Yeah, man, help us reach 1K. And pretty much, I'm about to get ready to sign out. Oh, let me see. One more comment. See what say. Y'all gonna make me stay on here, man. I think they will lose to USC. I just think they will need a 3-year rebuild at Colorado with consistent recruiting. I have full confidence they will get there. Just people expecting it to be this year. That's what I said earlier when I was in live stream. They have to get like another couple of cycles of recruiting classes because when you look at the size difference in Oregon, it's like those offensive linemen has been there 2 or 3 years. Feeding them in the corn trough like they corn fed. They look corn fed. You have to get those O linemen and D linemen, the trenches. They call it the battle of the trenches. That's what dominates the game. That's why Shadua kept getting sacked. Is that they didn't have the O line to go against that D line that Oregon was rushing. And they was only rushing forward. I mean, they kind of rushed some safety a couple of times, but most of the time it was a 4-man rush. Maybe a linebacker come in here and there or a stunt. Mostly 4-man rushes though, and bull rushing. But yeah, guys, I'm finna get ready to sign out. Appreciate that Guntricity. Appreciate that Peel I am for the comments. I appreciate that. Hey, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Help us reach 1K. This your boy Mike, and I'm about to sign out. Thanks for watching. I'm rolling with Coach Prime. I'm not doing stuff on other colleges. I'm probably gonna be mostly Colorado. Y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all want to hear about other colleges, but Colorado, that's what I'm rolling with Coach Prime, man. So, hey, this is Mike. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Help us reach 1K. And I'm signing out.